Rubes, awful today, absolutely shocking, embarrassing. No heart, no desire.
Nothing.
These are things that Ollie uses to kind of describe McTominay and Fred, but across the whole squad, you need that if you're going to play against a top Liverpool side like that. And they absolutely embarrassed us today.
They embarrassed us, and we've got the players. We don't have the manager. We've spent big in the transfer window, and yet we still don't perform. And just looking at the performance, we set up with a 4-2-3-1. One striker, two wingers, two centre defensive midfielders, a back four, and number 10. And we see how good Salah is. We've seen it before, we've seen it today. He gets 3 goals today. Did he have his best performance? Probably not. But did he score 3 goals? Yeah. And I feel like the fullbacks, they struggle sometimes. I think Wan-Bissaka, previous weeks he's done all right, but today I think he did struggle. But so did Luke Shaw. And I feel like Rashford, Greenwood, I think they need to come back and help the fullbacks sometimes, because they can't just keep all the the wingers on their team today. Like they just couldn't hold.
But the fact that keeps happening, you're right in terms of saying, where's the help, where's the team shape? And it's like, do you think that Ollie is asking these players to do that, but they're so attack-minded? This is just an argument I hear some people say. They're so attack-minded, we're playing with too many attackers, that they can't do that. Or do you think Ollie's saying, no, we're fine how we are, just keep going and it will happen?
Yeah, I get what he's unbalanced, I think, with Rashford, Greenwood, Ronaldo, Bruno, Pogba. That's 5 attackers out of 11 players. Like, you can't have everybody attacking. And he's just unbalanced at times. And we can play Matic next to Pogba, we can do that. But he doesn't want to play anybody apart from McFred in midfield. And he's just annoying because that midfield is where games are won and lost. And like I say, the fullbacks could not handle it today. But it goes down to the defence and the midfield. Like Ronaldo, after Pogba got sent off, Ronaldo and Pogba, they was just doing what could they do? They were just up there. In the second half, we got off on the ball a few times in their half. We maybe had a good chance towards the end, but what does it really count for? We lost 5-0 today. It's embarrassing. And Liverpool fans, they were singing "All He's at the wheel." It's just embarrassing when opposition fans want your manager to stay, and if he doesn't leave now, it's just going to get worse. And I want a reaction. Do we play Spurs next? Yeah. I want a reaction. Change of formation. I do not mind what it is. I don't care.
What would you do? What would you choose to shore us up? Because the confidence is on the floor.
Anything to change what happened today. I'd change the formation, maybe. What can he went to 5 at the back today? Only conceded 1 goal in the second half. Brung Bruno, Rashford off. We know Rashford couldn't play the 90 minutes, but he just come straight back. Pogba, petulance, off. See him walking down the tunnel, he's smiling. He knows he ain't going to sign a contract. The guy before me said he's just not going to sign the contract because, you see, Varane, would he have stopped a few goals today? Would it make a difference if Varane was playing? Slightly.
Even when he has been playing, we've still been conceding goals.
Still losing the game when he's playing. So for me, he's just not good enough all round, and he has the players. And I'm thinking, I'll look at that team today. You put a number 6 in there, a defender, a CDM. Do we still lose that game? I'm thinking, with the system we've got in place, you can put anybody in that defensive midfielder role, and we're still losing the game. We're still losing that game.
So you're saying it's not just about actually we only need that one player and that's it. You're saying that doesn't matter who plays in the positions, these are the performances that we see, which labels it towards the coaching staff and the manager.
You always look when you're going to transfer window. We want this player, right winger, centre defensive midfielder, a striker maybe, and a centre back. Got the centre back, got the striker, got the right winger. But if we got a CDM, I'd be saying transfer window, CDM, Ollie out. Ollie out is on the transfer window because it's on the transfer list. That's something we need to do. And if I'm the Glazers, I'm sat there with a pen and a piece of paper and I'm writing down the managers who we could get. And because Ollie's just not good enough and he just can't win anything. You ought to be successful when you're a big football team like Man United. And the fans today, they were leaving. The amount of fans that left the ground today, I've never seen anything like that.
Also as well though, a lot of fans did leave, but a hell of a lot of fans were clapping, were still, and someone said to me earlier that the players didn't even deserve that. When you're 5-0 down and you got fans singing inside Old Trafford, that's the club we are. We're amazing fan base, amazing fans, and it's almost like the players didn't even deserve that. What would you say to people who say, give Ollie time? There's been tough times before when Sir Alex was here, there was tough times. You can't keep sacking managers. People like to get onto people for having an opinion that the manager's not the right man. What would you say to people who are saying, listen, he's my manager and I back him?
When people say give him time, well, we give Moyes time, we give Mourinho time, we give all these other managers time. And I know you keep sacking managers, bringing managers in, but if we get the right manager, we won't have to say that, will we? We won't have to say give him time or give him time, he's a new manager, let him settle in. Because if we have a good manager, i.e. Chelsea, Tuchel, Klopp, Liverpool, these top class managers, Pep Guardiola, Man City are winning games without a striker. Liverpool are doing things like that when they've got a system, but even times today they were hitting on the counter-attack. Like, that's something that Man United would do. But for me, if you're saying give him time, he's had enough time and he's not won anything. Or I'd say, I understand when people say give him time, right? He's had time. What's he won? Nothing. He's had more games than Mourinho, Moyes and Van Gaal. He's had more games and he's won no trophies. Just embarrassing.